Hey guys, this is Heather. I am so excited to share a really special recipe with you today. It is a decadent and delicious dessert that's also really healthy and of course vegan. And if you don't think all of those things are possible in one dessert, trust me, they are. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Today's recipe is going to start with some matcha green tea powder. And this is not just any green tea, this is a foodie grade from a company called My Matcha Life. The reason this is important is that the foodie grade is very minimally processed, so it has a higher content of catechins. Catechins are the super powerful antioxidant in green tea that can help prevent aging and damage inside your body from free radicals. So this has a higher content of catechins, which do have a little bit of a bitter flavor because they come from tannins. And so that's why it's a foodie grade. It's best for using in sauces or the dessert that we're gonna make today. Just a quick note, I'm using a blender for this today, but you do not need to use one. You can easily make this recipe with just a matcha green tea whisk. I'm using dates as a sweetener, so I need to blend those up. But otherwise, you can easily make this without a blender. I'm going to start with a fresh lime, not only because it tastes awesome and the color goes with the matcha green tea powder, but because it actually helps improve the bioavailability of all of the amazing health-giving nutrients in matcha green tea. And I'm just zesting it, which just means that I'm peeling off part of the peel into my blender. Then just cut your lime in half and squeeze the juice into your blender. Now, if you don't like lime too much, then use half of the zest and half of the juice. If you're like me and you really love citrus and you want to maximize that bioavailability, then do the whole thing. Also depends how big your lime is. Now, I mentioned catechins. Another really powerful compound in matcha green tea that's being unleashed by this lime juice is something called ECGC. This is what's studied in research on green tea. And matcha powders tend to have 3 times more ECGC content, mainly because you grind them up and dissolve them and drink the whole thing, rather than a green tea which is steeped. Now, the most visible side effect that has been studied is that ECGC can help reduce abdominal fat, but there are also studies showing some links to athletic performance in terms of endurance and recovery, also increasing bone density and lowering blood cholesterol. To help counter the acidity of the lime juice, I'm going to add some coconut milk, because you put the lime in the coconut, right? Next is our matcha powder, and you can put in what you like. So if you want to make this stronger, feel free. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons, which is about 2 lattes worth. Now here's where you have some choice. This is something that I would enjoy on its own. I like things that are tart and really flavorful, but some people will need some sweetness in here. So you have a choice. You can go au naturel. You can use some dates for sweetness. You could use some coconut or other unrefined sugar. You could use some maple syrup. You could even use some stevia drops. Today, I am going to use dates. I'm going to use 2 of these dates and just take the pit out. Last ingredient going in here today are some chia seeds. And I tried this first just putting the seeds in with the pudding, but someone mentioned to me that they didn't really like the texture of the chia seeds, which I found interesting because I love the texture of gelled chia seeds. They are what makes this a pudding texture, by the way. If you don't have chia seeds, you can try using flax, but it's really going to be best with chia seeds. And so if you have someone who doesn't like the texture of gelled chia seeds, then you can just blend them up or grind them before you put them in the pudding. So I'll blend it up, no date chunks, and it's important before you let this set that you taste it, because if you want to add more sweetener, you have to do it now. It cannot be done later. That's pretty perfect for me. Now, if it's too much lime for you, then add some coconut milk and you'll just have more. Once you're happy with the flavor, then pour it into some pudding cups to set. And you can put that in the fridge to chill even faster. If you do have a little bit extra, it is just delicious on its own too. Now while that's setting, if I've gotten you excited about making this and you want to try the Foodies matcha from My Matcha Life, I have exciting news for you. They are offering a giveaway, so one of you lucky viewers is going to win a bag of this Foodies grade matcha green tea powder. And because I've partnered with My Matcha Life on this video, they're also offering you a discount on their store for anything. So they have the foodie grade, they have the barista grade, which is for smoothies and lattes, and they also have a ceremonial grade, which is just to mix up with water and enjoy on its own. So you can get 15% off anything in their store with the code Heather, that's my name, Heather15. And that goes until the end of this month, July 31st. So if you want to try their products, which are fantastic, then go head over to their store and use my coupon code. So these have now set, and you can tell they'll still jiggle a little bit, but they should be fairly thick. And after they set, that's when you get the fun part and you can decorate them. What I'm going to decorate them with are some blueberries for a lovely purple color. You could also do some coconut whipped cream. I think that would make a lovely topping on this. I'm going to do just some shredded unsweetened coconut. And then you get to take a taste test. Whenever I'm making a dessert that I'm going to be serving for someone else, I make an extra one, and I highly recommend doing this because then you get to taste test, you get to test the texture, and make sure everything works before you serve it to your guests. So let's see how this is. It is so good. It's so refreshing and tastes rich and flavorful, but I know it's super healthy because I know exactly what went in here. So this is the kind of dessert that you do not have to feel guilty about at all. One last nutritional tidbit about matcha green tea, so you can feel really excellent about the dessert that we're making today, is that it has an amino acid called L-theanine, which has been shown to increase alpha wave production in your brain. So what does that do for you? It helps improve clarity, focus, cognitive performance, can also help reduce your anxiety and depression. So this is really powerful stuff. So I promise this is a super healthy dessert. So I hope you enjoy your pudding, whether you share it with some friends or indulge in it all yourself. It makes a perfect, refreshing, indulgent summer dessert. So leave me a thumbs up if you like this recipe, and let me know in the comments down below what you think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for new recipes every week, and go have yourself a healthy, happy, antioxidant-rich day. Bye guys.